Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the Swagman XC2 2-bike platform style bike rack on a 2021 Honda Odyssey. Honda Odyssey is going to be a great option for anyone wanting to haul around their family. But just because you have your family in the vehicle sometimes doesn't mean that you don't like to get out and ride or take your two kids' bikes to the park so they can ride. And that's where this is a great option for you. Platform style bike racks are great for anyone that really wants a nice secure hold and not have to look in your rear mirror while towing your bikes. I've had hanging style before and they work fine, but they do sway a lot. Once I jump to a platform style, the added stability is truly awesome. You don't have to worry about your things moving around. And this one is a great option in particular because it comes at a price point that is generally not able to be had at a platform style. Most of them start at a higher tier. Well, this one doesn't have a ton of frills, but it does give you the main thing that you'd want for a platform bike rack, and that's going to be that stability. So how does it do it? Well, it uses these wheel hoops here that the tires will actually sit in. But that's going to account for road bikes, mountain bikes, and even some chunkier tired mountain bikes. Now, as far as your wheelbase, those change from bike to bike, whether it be your kid's bike or your larger frame mountain bike. And the great part is you can adjust these wheel hoops to account for whatever bike you put on it. When it comes to the platform style, generally there's two different styles of mounting, and one of them being the frame mount, the other one going to be your tire mount. And your frame mount is a great option for non-carbon fiber bikes, and also generally full suspension, you're gonna wanna go with a tire mount as well. But this should accompany just about any other bike you want to put on here. Even if it's an odd shaped frame, these hoops are completely adjustable to ratchet down your bike. And with that ratcheting system, that's what makes it so easy on the Swagman. You do only have really one point of contact here holding it in, and the hoops just act as a holder, but it does give you a nice sturdy feel. Now it does have rubberized coating on top of it, and that's going to prevent any scratches or wear marks on your frame or the paint itself, which is great. And also it's got a nice ratcheting system here where to release you just push up and slide, but when you have your bike in place and you want to ratchet it down, it gives you audible clicks knowing that it is holding it in place. So you simply just crank that down and the bike is secure. Very easy. Also, when you get to the trail and you want to ride, pop that off and you can take the bike off quickly. One of the features that this does not have that keeps the price point low is going to be it does not tilt. And that really comes in handy when you want to access your hatch. But the workaround on this one, and it works well, is the ability to actually tilt down the center mast with a simple pull of this pin. The pin's attached to a wire, so that way if you drop it, it's going to stay put. You can then fold this down and access whatever you need. So let's take a quick few measurements on the Odyssey. Now we want to measure the furthest point on this bike rack closest to the vehicle, and that's going to put us right at about 7 inches. So you do have a little bit of wiggle room. Now some bikes with wider handlebars or larger platform style pedals may get pretty close to this. So you're going to want to measure your bike before loading it up here. You're also going to want to note that from the back of the rear fascia to the furthest point on the rack here is right at 20 inches. So that's going to be total length added to your vehicle. So if you're used to backing into your garage and you don't have a ton of space, keep that in mind. Another important measurement is going to be ground clearance. So from the ground to the bottom part of the bike rack, it's right at 16 inches. And that's actually really high clearance. So normally when you go up a hill, this can tilt down and get close to the ground. Well, that is fixed by this raised shank, which really gives you a nice height for ground clearance, but also not too high to where it's hard to load your bike. Now, I've talked about the pros of platform style bike racks. One of the cons sometimes is the fact that they tend to be quite large and cumbersome and hard to store. Well, that's not really the case here. This actually folds up to a very small footprint. Again, you have those similar style pins, and you can fold both sides up. You may need to move the arms. But just like that, we've reduced our footprint down significantly. This is really nice for someone that may be short on storage and doesn't keep their rack on their vehicle at all times. It's simple to store this in your garage and you can find a small area to put this. It's also lightweight, so it's easy to move around. So for someone that's a minimalist and has maybe a small space for storage, this is definitely a huge pro for that.
This is our test course. Let's start with the Slalom. This shows side-to-side action, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvering. Then, onto our alternating speed bumps. This shows twisting action, such as hitting curbs, potholes, road debris, or even uneven pavement. Last of all, the solid speed bumps. This shows up and down action, such as driving through a parking lot or parking garage, or driving in and out of a driveway.
And that's going to do it for a look at the Swagman XC2 two-bike platform style bike rack on a 2021 Honda Odyssey. Thanks for watching.